How much do the people teaching you how to make money actually make? Not from the strategy they're teaching you, from teaching it. The honest answer is usually a lot, and usually for a very different reason than you'd guess. This isn't an attack on financial education. Plenty of it is genuinely useful, including videos on this channel. But there's a multi-billion-dollar industry built specifically around teaching people how to get rich, and almost nobody looks at how that industry actually makes its money. Let's look. Start with the scale. The online personal development and make money course market was worth around $47 to $49 billion in 2024, and it's projected to grow past $70 billion by 2030. That's not a side hustle industry. That's a real, enormous business. Now here's where it gets interesting. Among online creators broadly, and that includes the people selling courses on how to make money, the income is brutally unequal. The top 10% of creators capture 62% of all brand and sponsorship payment volume. The top 1% alone capture 21% of it. And here's the gap that tells the real story. Average annual creator income sits around $44,000. But the median, the number that represents what a typical creator actually makes, is far lower. More than half of all creators earn under $15,000 a year. The average is being dragged way up by a small number of people earning enormous amounts. Inside that, education and coaching creators specifically on platforms built for selling courses average around $8,700 a month at the top tier. Sounds great, but that's the top tier. Getting there is the exception, not the baseline. Here's the part that matters most. A course teaching you how to make money from, say, real estate, dropshipping, or trading makes the seller money from selling the course, not necessarily from doing real estate, dropshipping, or trading. Those are two completely different businesses with two completely different risk profiles. One is selling a product to thousands of people. The other is the actual activity being taught. The course business can be wildly profitable even if the underlying strategy barely works for the people who bought it. This isn't hypothetical. In 2025, the FTC filed a case against a company called Growth Cave, accusing it of selling a passive income coaching program that promised buyers $20,000 to $50,000 in passive income from building and selling their own online course. There was even a $30,000 to $50,000 upsell where the company would build the course for you. The FTC's complaint alleges most buyers made zero sales. This isn't an isolated case either. The FTC has an entire active rulemaking process right now, specifically targeting deceptive earnings claims made by money-making opportunity sellers and coaching programs, because this pattern is common enough to need its own federal rule. To be clear, none of this means every course or coach is dishonest. Plenty of legitimate financial education exists, including everything on this channel. The point is narrower and more useful. The business of teaching you how to make money and the business of actually making money the way they describe are not the same business, and they don't carry the same risk. So here are signs worth treating as a yellow flag before you pay for any how to make money course. 1. Specific income promises with a dollar figure and no verifiable audited data behind it. 2. Language suggesting it's impossible to fail. Nothing in business is impossible to fail. 3. A low-cost front-end offer followed immediately by a much larger upsell to really get the result. If you're considering a paid course on making money, ask one specific question before buying. What percentage of past buyers can you show me actually achieved this result? With real numbers, not testimonials. If that data doesn't exist or won't be shown, that tells you something. Quick recap. The make money education industry is worth tens of billions of dollars. Creator income inside it is wildly unequal. Most people teaching it don't make much either. And the business model of selling the course is often separate from, and more reliable than, the business model being taught inside it. If breaking down the real mechanics behind financial products and claims like this is useful to you, subscribe. That's what this channel does. See you in the next one.